Alright, we're back talking about more of the best films. And this might be the best of the best of the best. Best of the best 3 is, I think, my favourite of the films. That might be my bias. Mostly because I like watching Nazis get their asses kicked. It's just the thing, I do love watching Nazis get their asses kicked. I mean, it just warms my heart. It just makes me so happy. That's why I love playing the Wolfenstein games. Shooting Nazis. Come on. Who doesn't like shooting Nazis? This is best of the best 3, No Turning Back. Which, originally... So I did a little bit of research. Originally this wasn't a best of the best film. But Philip Ree, who, he's the... I'm trying to remember his character's name, and things aren't loading as fast as I'd like. Tommy Lee, there we go. He is one of our leads from the first 2 films. He saw it and was like, oh, this can make a good best of the best film. Unfortunately, in some ways, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Because apparently he now has a sister, which he didn't have in the first 2 films, and it is never addressed in any way. It's just, he has a sister now. What? What? So that's, I think, the only real big discrepancy. He has a sister who is married to a cop who, weirdly in this film, the cop is against Nazis, which very much goes against reality, but we'll accept it. He is, married to a Korean woman, has, I was like, because my brain was like, oh, they got 2 kids. I'm like, wait, no. They've got 1 kid. They're taking care of another kid, for obvious reasons at the start of the film. So yeah, he's the kind of his good friend, the brother-in-law of our main character, the cop. Surprisingly, again, I guess the cop is a good guy. Can happen. Yeah, and Nazis, they are the worst. I'm just saying. End of discussion. One of my favourite jokes is like right at the start of the film. Basically, is just this die N-word on the side of a building. Almost like, if they're gonna hate us, they could at least learn how to spell. And it's just like, because they basically misspelled the N-word, and I'm like, that's just funny. Just like, you can hate us, but you can at least fucking learn how to spell. Come on, if you're gonna do slurs, at least learn how to spell slurs. Come on. Yes, I think it's funny. But yeah, basically it's kind of the whole. Yeah, it's a Nazi compound. They're kind of that alt-right, like, that era where you have that kind of a few groups like this in America where it's they kind of establish their own little place where they hoard guns and do all kinds of shit, and it's like, hey guys, that's not right. We probably should stop those kind of people. And it's not good. Funnily enough, these guys, fundamentalist Christians, very fundamentalist, where they're just like, what's the Nazis? Not good. They do have a few names in it. The cop is played by Christopher McDonald, who's generally, a lot of times I've seen normally playing bad guys. He's one of those names I've seen, he shows up in a lot of stuff, but is never like the lead. It's for normally, I just see him in a lot of stuff, I'm like, that guy looks familiar. Just one of those guys who just has, appears in everything, but rarely is like the lead. I just realised he played Jor-El in the Superman animated series. Nice. Oh, yeah. Ooh. He plays older Superman in Batman Beyond. Anyway, and then I think there's a few other names, but also probably the biggest one is Ali Ermi, who is kind of the leader of the group. It's not the. They might get into spoilers. He's not the main leader. Or he is the main leader, but then he's not the main villain, should I say? Because he ends up getting killed by our main villain, who is played by Mark Rawson. Yeah. Honestly, most of the the last third of the movie is just watching Nazis get not killed, which is unfortunate. There's not a lot of Nazi killing, unfortunately. Much to my dismay. More Nazi killing. That's what we always say. That's what we say on this channel. More Nazi killing for me, please. Yeah. I think this one. I think this one is the best one. Personally, I think it is the best of the best of the best. Wait. It doesn't have. Fuck, what's his name? Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts doesn't reappear in this. Like I said, the sticking out point is the fact that Olsen, the character, has a sister, which he never had. Bit of a like. But for some reason, I just seem to forgive it in this film because I'm just like, I don't care, because I think this is really good. I like watching Nazi, and also just you see this. I feel like in this film particularly, Philip Brie is very buff, and he is very much showing off in a lot of this film. Like dude is just wearing like just a vest, and you got these fucking Nazis just basically. I'm trying to think what's the best way to describe it. They're ugly. They're ugly. They're ugly, a lot of them. Because obviously they're probably inbred. What? Nah, yeah. Just the discrepancy of this guy. And Nazis are terrible. Obvious reasons. And again, watching Nazis die. I love it. So yeah, like I said, this one is, I think, my favourite. In my head, I think it goes 3, 2, 4, 1. Can't remember. The 4 and 1 are in a mixed position. I'm not quite sure, but I think this one is my favourite. I think purely it might be my bias. I do like it. I do like watching Nazis die, but again, there's not as much as I'd like. Anyway, I'm kind of repeating myself. Yeah, as best of the best 3. I say to you all, live long and prosper, and I'll see you next time for best of the best 4. Whatever the fuck the subtitle is of that film. It's best of the best 4 without warning. Bye.